Hi, welcome back to my channel. So this one is going to be quite brief because all the cards look the same, but I thought I'd look through my Ching book and cards pack. So this, I think this is from around about the millennium, so around about 2000, and it's an Ching deck. So if you know about the Ching, which you should do if you read cards, it's one of the oldest forms of oracle that is available to man. Some people actually think that the tarot is related to the I Ching. I haven't gone into the research on that, but could very well be. There are similarities in certain ways. So, it comes with your usual deck of cards. A box to contain everything in, sort of like a ritual box in a way. A book. This is a very brief book, so there are better books. But here's the thing, for daily reads, and you don't want to read through 4 pages, this is a very good little book. And if I go into this, we have a look at this. That's a card. The card stock's quite plasticky, but it's perfectly good and it's very usable. I enjoy using it. I enjoy shuffling it because it's not very thick. If I compare it to your average tarot deck card, you can see, if I show you against the Gilded Tarot Royale, not massively different, not as massive as the Oracle cards are, and not as hard to handle because of the width. The width is actually a good width on these. So, having said that, let's have a look at this. The book's nicely presented. There's a little introduction to the I Ching. Normally when you're buying something like this, you don't need an introduction to the I Ching. The cards are fairly straightforward. That's the back. Some of the cutting's a little uneven on them, but doesn't matter. All the cards are sort of the same. And if you have a look at the front, you have your hexagram, I think it is, dragon language, your little keywords in Chinese and English, and then you've got the above heaven, below heaven, and the ruling line is the 5th line. Then there's a brief thing on here, so it says here, there's a number for the card, and I think that's a Chinese name for the card, and then it's got a brief description on here that you can read, and they're very nice little descriptions. And what's nice about it is the book actually quotes the description. So let me get into this. So it quotes the description and then it continues. So at that point there, it will continue on from the original description that you've got there. So it'll sort of end there. And then it's also got the lines, so the changing lines. So the way I use this, principally I like to use it daily, and it's quite accurate. So some people don't like the I Ching. They find the messages a little hard, but actually it's like everything. It's like when people see the death card and they see it, or the tower, and they freak out. There's nothing to be freaked out. So say for instance I drew 2 cards like that. Then what I would normally do is go to, and you can see all the card stock is the same. Sorry, I bumped that. All the card stock is the same, and that's why I say it's a brief look through. So I would go into here and say, for instance, I drew 33 first, and then the bottom of the deck was heaven. Then I would probably go to, my first one I'd go to was 33. Sorry, there's a noise there. And I would read the description on 33, and then you see the lines that are different. So you see there's those 2 lines there. Those are the 2 lines, well, sorry, the 2 bottom lines there. That would be line 1 and 2. I would read those 2 as the major message as well. And then I would read the overall of the second card. So in other words, the second card influences what I read on the first card and what I highlight on the first card in these lines here. So they give me the transforming lines. The second card gives me the lines that I must transform to straight lines on here, and that I will read in the book, as well as the main message. And then the second card is to give me a basic message. So that's kind of just a little look through the deck. I thought it might be of interest to some people. It's an older deck, but it's a nice deck to use, and it's an easy way to do the I Ching if you don't want to do the coins, or you're not interested in doing the yardsticks as well. That's another method of doing it. But it is all a matter of perspective. So thank you for watching my channel. I hope you enjoyed that. It was very brief, but something different.